How many offers did we get?
We had 4.
I told you Charlie's doing it again.
Yeah, we had 4. So
He's
we had
doing
4
it
offers.
again.
Yeah, thank God we had 4 offers.
And for those of you who think that GNA doesn't sell HDB listings, we have the king of HDB over here,
I sell HDB.
who has been selling it at one view, one close at record price. Welcome to our Locked It series where we share with you how our brokers sell listings at top record prices. If you're a homeowner looking to make that move and unsure of how much your unit is valued at the current market, scan the QR code here below for detailed analysis. Today we have Mr. Charlie Goh, who is selling who sold a listing in
Sengkang,
an EA.
Yes.
Within just one viewing at record price.
Yes.
Again.
No, yeah, stop saying that.
Again.
Okay, to be fair, there are listings that I didn't sell in one viewing. So you say I sell all the listings.
I am really, really impressed with how Charlie has been doing all these listings with a one view, one close.
No, really, it's not my credit.
And I'm very, very confident that he will do it for our potential future listings again. So, okay, Charlie, share with us how we got this listing and what were the steps that we actually followed through to actually achieve this result.
Okay, so this listing was actually referred by Jervis's church. By Jervis, it was his church friend. They were the first owners of this executive apartment in Sengkang.
Yes.
1,367 square foot, I think. Yeah. And they are looking to upgrade. Yeah, basically move into a private property.
When is the lease start date for this HDB?
2002.
2002. So it's about 22 years already, right?
Yeah, 22 years old.
So sometimes in this current market, we do face some concerns that it's already slightly on the older side.
Yes.
Because it's already 22 years.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so was that a challenge that we were getting from a lot of the buyers?
Actually not so bad because EAs are generally slightly older.
Because of the rarity of the supply in the market.
Yes. And also it's EAs in that area, right? The completion date is about the same time. So about 2000, 2002. Yeah, so it's about there. So not so bad. But I think one of the challenges that we faced when we were selling this unit, right, was because of the surrounding units, surrounding EAs that were for sale.
The transacted prices as well as the listed price.
Yes.
How much were the transacted prices for an EA around the area?
We sold it in, it was exercised in, now it's November, right? And in May, just this year, there was an EA that was transacted on the same floor, in the same block, at 798K.
Yeah.
So that was the last transacted. That was like the precedence, right?
Yes.
And in the whole of Anchorvale area, the highest ever transacted EA was 848K.
Wow.
Yeah. So what
was the valuation for this unit at that time?
Indicative valuation was about 808, 810K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and one of the challenges that we faced was the seller wanted at least 870 to 900K.
Which is almost which is about $80,000 above what her direct neighbor sold like.
Yes, 80, yeah. 80,000. Yeah. So that was a challenge. That was a big challenge. So when we first met the sellers, right, we were like, okay, let's try.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, let's give it a shot, because we never know.
Yes.
You can't say that it's impossible and stuff because you really don't know.
We love challenging the prices of listings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's always about being sensitive to the listing price versus, having an unrealistic price and then not even having any inquiries.
Yes.
So it's always about pricing it sensitively yet competitively in the market while getting a healthy number of inquiries coming in so that we can always create that demand.
Yes, exactly. So for this listing, we did the marketing preparations. We did home tour video, we did a 360 virtual tour, and we took photos and listed it on platforms. And of course, the price that we listed at, we knew that the owners wanted something that is 870 to 900. But based on the pricing analysis that we did for them, and we look at the competitors in the market, right? How much are the rest of the EA selling at? We decided to list it a little bit more competitively. We didn't want to go close to 900. We listed it at 870, right? And just to see where the inquiries are.
Yeah.
And on the first day of viewing, we had 11 buyers who came down to view. Yeah. In total, on the day itself,
how many offers did we get?
We had 4.
I told you Charlie's doing it again.
Yeah, we had four. So
He's
we had
doing
four
it
offers.
again.
Yeah, thank God we had
Yes.
4 offers.
And for those of you who think that JNA doesn't sell HDB listings,
Yeah.
we have the king of HDB over here,
I sell HDB.
who has been selling it at one view, one close at record price. So what were the offers that came in for this unit?
Okay, so the first offer that came in was quite low. It was 830. Yeah. Then the second one was even lower, was 825.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only the third and the fourth one that was quite high. So the third one came in at 870, I think, what we listed at.
Yep.
And then, of course, I told them, because before the fourth one came in, right, I already had 3 offers. So I told the fourth one, I said, we already have offers. I said, you just make me your best offer.
We did another close bidding for this one.
Yeah, because it's true. I really had offers, right?
Yes.
And I told all the buyers, I said, you're not the only person who offered. And I said, I gave hints lah. I cannot say that what's the offer price, but I said, by this time, you just make me your best offer.
Yes.
The kind of offer that you make, that if the owner says no, you're not going to make a counter offer. There won't be any counter offer, right? So they all went back to think about it. Some of them stuck to their offer.
Yeah.
I think the 830 one, he didn't increase. Maybe he thought I was joking, or maybe that's his like max budget, right?
Yeah.
So he kept it at 830. But the other two went up to, one went up to 880.
Yeah.
The other one came in at 888. Yeah.
So what was you mentioned earlier our listed price is 870,000.
Yes.
So 2 of these higher offers that came in came in at $10,000 above.
18,000.
And another one, another one.
Yeah, 10,000.
One came in at 10,000 above, and another one came in at $18,888 above.
Yeah.
There's another listing that is being sold at a higher than what the listed price was.
Yeah.
That is really, really
So that was crazy. Okay, but there was a drawback to it.
Yeah.
Was the terms. Right? The price was great.
Yeah.
888. Wow, beautiful number, right?
Yes.
But he wasn't able to give us the extension that my clients need, because they need to find a place to buy.
Yes.
So we
because
need
they were
some
moving
time,
to a private property, right?
and they needed time to do their renovation. So we had to go and negotiate the terms.
Yes.
Of course, if you want to negotiate terms, sometimes price cannot be.
Price will be affected.
Exactly. But what we managed to do, of course, thank God, we managed to get the best price, which is the same price.
Yeah.
And then we got the best terms for our sellers lah. Yeah. I mean,
so it was $888,888
yeah.
with how long of an extension?
3 months extension.
With a 3 months extension.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we got the price that was above listed price.
Yep.
And we also got the terms with an extension so that the owners could actually plan their move for their next place without having to rent in the interim.
Yes.
That's like the perfect offer.
That's the perfect offer. Already. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So earlier you mentioned that the previous offer in the same block was about 708,000. And this offer that we got was 880,000 plus 888. So how do we actually position the unit in the market so effectively such that these buyers were willing to pay that premium? Or how did you even make them pay that premium?
Okay, so when they first came down, buyers are like we know, right? Buyers are all very savvy. These past transactions, everybody can draw,
Yes,
can take
they
from
can
the HDB website.
Yes.
They can take from wherever square foot or what. They all can see the past transactions in the
Definitely.
blog. So when they saw that the latest transaction was 798K,
Yes.
of course, naturally they wouldn't want to offer too much.
Yes.
But they see our listed price at 870, right? So they will try their luck, 830 and stuff. But one of our advantage, right, is that we were the only unit that was selling in that block. And that block is actually closest to Sengkang MRT and Kopitiam Square.
Yeah.
Yeah, and literally right beside Nanhua Primary. Nanqiao Primary. What the Nanhua?
Nanhua is all the way in Clementi, so I don't know which HDB he's talking about.
Nanqiao Primary, right? So there were other EAs that were for sale.
Yes.
But they were all like maybe a little bit further. One road away from Sengkang MRT.
Yeah.
So that was our selling point, our unique selling point. We are the closest to Sengkang MRT, and it's the only unit there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, I think it's super important to actually know what are some of the surrounding listings in the market and to understand how your unit can actually stand out compared to these other listings.
Correct.
So that is how, I think that was that how you actually induced the offer from these buyers to share
bring
them
up
to bring them
price,
up
right?
to that price?
No, but it's also, I mean, thankfully we had a lot of viewings.
Mm.
We had a lot of inquiries, right?
Yes.
So it was that also helped. Because if I have more than one offer, I can do a close bid.
Yes.
And close bid,
Close bidding has always helped us.
Yes.
Has helped us with getting all
Highest price.
all these offers above the listed
Correct.
price.
Yes. Is always a close bid.
Yes.
Yeah. No
Yes.
other way, really. Really no other.
Yes.
I can go and tell, let's say if I only have one viewer, one buyer
Yes.
who comes in, right? And I can go and tell him, I can go and cook a whole grandmother story on why my listing is worth this amount.
Mm.
It's very, very hard to
It's hard to
convince
create
him.
that demand.
Yes.
Yes.
Until he sees it for himself.
Yes.
He sees people queuing outside the
Yes.
flat, right? Then he's
Yes.
like, wow, shucks.
It's like Chuan Park, Emerald of Katong, when all these
Yes.
people are seeing that other people buy,
Correct.
they also want to buy.
Yes,
But
exactly.
imagine if you only see like one or two other buyers in the show flat. You're going to be
Yes.
like, you know what? I have so many other choices. Why do
Correct.
I have to make the purchase now?
Yes.
So I think this was also how Emerald of Katong, Chuan Park, all of this made like crazy sale transactions of like
Yeah.
99% sold, 70% sold, all within that first launch day.
Yeah, because humans are all emotional people, right? Yeah,
Yes.
they all buy
It's
on
like,
emotion.
especially Singaporeans, you see one person queue, you also want to queue.
Yeah, it's a labubu, right?
Yes.
You like labubu?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
It's an ugly Chucky doll. I always say that Labubu looks like a Chucky.
Don't let me see you owning one.
I will never own one. You give it for free, I will sell it on Carousel for $100. I help you.
Yeah.
I'll create that demand, a closed bidding for this Labubu.
Yeah, so that's how we
Yes.
usually do it lah. I mean, thank
Yes.
God.
Pro tip for like
Pro
the sellers and the agents who
So pro
are
tip
selling a
for-
listing.
Seller and agents. Okay, like I said, it's not a pro tip, like, it's just a tip,
Yes.
right? Pro tip.
It's
It's a tip,
actually
it's
an
pro tip.
important tip because before we started doing this about a year ago.
Yeah.
And before, when we didn't do the closed bidding,
Yeah.
we were getting like offers around valuation price.
Yes.
And we learned that, this closed bidding really works
Yeah.
wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you don't know how much others are offering.
Correct.
And the thing is, knowing that you only have this one chance to offer,
Yes.
it's either a go or no go.
Correct. Because
Yes.
there are buyers who actually missed out on closed bidding before.
Yes.
That means
And they would come back and ask us why we didn't tell
Yes.
them the offer price when we already
we
told
cannot.
you. Yeah,
we cannot. Yeah, we cannot.
To be fair to other buyers, we
Correct.
can only give everyone one chance.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, and for, let's say I had this buyer,
Yes.
the only reason why he offered 888 was because he lost another unit before this
Yes.
in a closed bid.
Mm.
And they lost by a few $1,000s only.
Mm.
And they were like quite bummed out lah,
Yes.
because it was a closed bid and it was so close. They were so
Yes.
close to getting the unit that they wanted. And they missed out.
Mm.
And now they were coming for my unit and they felt like, no, I really don't want to miss out on this anymore.
Yeah.
Tell me, how can I get it?
Yes.
I said, I cannot tell you.
Yes.
Just make an offer.
Yes. Yes.
I cannot tell you. How can I tell you
That
what's
would
the...
be unfair to other buyers
Correct,
and that's
yeah.
unethical.
Yeah. So close bid always works lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying till the end of this Locked It series. We hope you benefited from this pro tip that we shared from this episode over here. If you're a homeowner looking to sell your place, scan this QR code here below to reach out to us so we can see how we can help you on this journey. My name is Geraldine.
My name is Charlie.
See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.